TJ Dillashaw is coming back to the UFC octagon in his fight against Cory Sandhagen on May 8th. While we wait to see how he looks against a top fighter in the Bantamweight division, let's take a look at his rise to stardom and subsequent fall. TJ Dillashaw started his UFC career in The Ultimate Fighter, a part of Team Bisping. Here he made a name for himself as a top contender with a fiery spirit. His background as an NCAA Division I wrestler and Muay Thai experience set him up for success inside the octagon. In the finale card, Dillashaw dominates Pague and wins the fight via unanimous decision. He then makes his official debut on 2011 against John Dodson, showing flashes of his power and speed, but ends up losing the fight to a more experienced fighter that night. The year after, in 2012, we really see Dillashaw blossom into the star that he is today, going an impressive 8-1 from 2012 until 2016. His first bantamweight reign came on 2014 during his fight against Renan Barão. Here he faced perhaps the biggest challenge of his life, the current bantamweight champion and top 5 pound-for-pound fighter. Dillashaw won in dominant fashion, finishing Barão in the 5th round via TKO. Joe Rogan even said at this time that this was the greatest performance he has ever seen, saying it's the most spectacular performance I've ever seen against a guy in Barão who is easily one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the planet. A rematch took place years later, with Dillashaw coming out on top again with a TKO in the 5th round and retaining his bantamweight title. His first reign ended with a loss to another dominant fighter you all know well in Dominic Cruz, relinquishing that title with a split decision loss. After that setback, Dillashaw continued rolling through the division with wins over Rafael Assunção and John Lineker. He was awarded with coaching The Ultimate Fighter in 2017 and a fight against Cody Garbrandt for the bantamweight title again. Here he successfully wins back the title, looking incredible and finishing Garbrandt in the 2nd round. After a rematch and another TKO against Garbrandt, he was set up for a super fight against Henry Cejudo in 2019. Here he ended up losing the fight to what we know as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters and perhaps best bantamweight fighter in UFC history. Not only would he lose that belt, but he would also receive a 2-year ban for doping on EPO, a performance-enhancing drug that stimulates red blood cells. He apologizes on Instagram in his decision and acknowledges the error in his ways, feeling especially sorry for his fans, friends, and coaches that supported him. Now he's back to face off against one of the top fighters in the division. Who do you think will win on May 8th when Cory Sandhagen faces off against TJ Dillashaw, and how good do you think he'll look after 2 years off? I am personally excited to see how he does and hope he has learned from his errors. He's still an exciting fighter that will always make a splash every time he enters the ring.